Hello, it's October 22nd. This is Mark from Right Line Trading, and I just wanted to review the day for our potential entries on crude oil. It's going to be a fairly quick video. The system made tremendous calls on crude oil today. Very, very, very successful. You can see at the opening that crude had been trading in a very narrow area, a very very narrow channel for a significant period of time, and then all of a sudden it broke out to the upside, and right here we had two signals. One were above the 50. The right line trend line is green. The candle is outlined in blue, which shows that the three-line indicator, stochastic, order flow, and momentum. First line is order flow, second line is stochastic, third line is momentum. Now all align. You have no resistance to the upside. You're in one tick above candle close at 99.52. You'd be in at 99.53. It went to a high of 90, so that was 37 ticks right off the bat. Very, very easy trade, very clear cut, no ambiguity at all. Now, we don't trade this chop. No signals at all were called. We do not go short above the 50. We must be above the 50 and above the right line trend line. Now we have the C here. C candle entry with the momentum signal that basically went nowhere. So this is our first loss, and I think our only loss for the day. Now structurally it was a very, very good trade. We're above the 50, above the 15. Right line trend line is green. We have a pullback, an engulfing candle. At the close of the candle, we have a triple momentum signal. If you look down, you have order flow, stochastic, and momentum, either green or blue. Both of those are okay to take a trade. This is just a clear-cut signal that just did not pan out. Now we have no move to the downside, no tradable signals. Now this break above the 50 doesn't come on any tradable signal. The triple momentum signal is just not enough. Our right line trend line is yellow. We never trade on a yellow right line trend line. So we just had a parabolic move to the upside. I think there was news that came out right around 9:30, and the market came down. And we just did not have a tradable signal there. And when you trade with a lot of specificity, you sometimes don't get every single move. Now, the market chopped up here, and again, we did not have a tradable signal. Would have been this entry where the right line, three line, was blue all the way across. I'm not going to count as a trade. I just want to point it out. It's a very aggressive trade. You can see it's bordered in blue. The right line trend line is green. Order flow, stochastic, and momentum align. And when they align, that's very, very powerful for a long when you're above the 50 and above the 15. But we don't like to chase. and this is really sort of a chase move, no pullback, no break of a major trend line. So although this was a very, very successful setup, I would not put this on our playbook and would not count this as a win. Here's the nice conservative type entry that we like. And we took this morning. Get a pullback. Now this obscures a power entry, and we also get an order flow asymmetry signal back into the right line 15. Get a beautiful retracement into the 15. We get a confirmation candle up, order flow asymmetry signal, power entry. We're in one tick above. The close of the candle was 100 even. We were in at 100.01. The high of the candle was 100.14. So that's 13 ticks. Again, very clear cut, and I'm not counting this aggressive chase trade. This is the kind of trades we like. Retracement back into the 15, signal, up we go. Now, you get a pullback here and a stop out on a 10-tick trailer, you're in again. Very, very conservative trade. Now here on this deep retracement, it will sometimes turn the 3 line. The retracement will be so deep on a power entry order flow asymmetry signal that it'll turn a few components of the 3 line. Now we traded it with momentum only. It turned stochastic and it turned order flow. Here we traded with momentum and we traded with order flow. And this was a B, an engulfing C that occurred with a triple momentum signal. You're in one tick above. This is a very, very easy trade to catch. The close of the candle was 100.13. You're in at 14. The high was 30, so you have 16 ticks. Now these trades are very, very clearly reviewed in all the videos, tutorials that we have at the time you purchase the software. But really, it's the same mantra, really. We want to trade above the 50, above the 15. The right line trend line for a long needs to be green, and we want to trade with as many on a little continuation trade like this, a C candle continuation. You want to have at least 2 of the 3 lines of the 3 line with you. Momentum and order flow are the most important. Stochastic may be a little late to turn. And when the line is orange, short-term stochastic is with you. It's long-term that's against you. So this has time to turn, and as the trade matured, eventually it did turn. In this deep retracement, sometimes we're going to get 2 of the 3 lines, but this is our little mini reversal back into the major trend. It's just a deep retracement, pull back, and then up. So you have 13 ticks and 16 ticks off of this move to the upside. Now there's some trades that we just can't catch. Let me see where we were here. Sorry. Now here is another break of the 50. With a 3 line call, red, 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 stochastic, momentum, order flow, room to our first target before we hit our 100-day period, our 100 period moving average. Easy, easy move to the downside. Now, here we get our deep retracement, which is what we're looking for. Again, this is very carefully explained, back up, back into an intact downtrend. Order flow asymmetry signal, and down we go again. So the low here is 88. We would be in at 87. The trade went down to 54. That's 33 ticks approximately, if I can add right. Here. And then we have the entry here. Now it's a little bit aggressive, but the close is 63. We'd be in at 62. The low of the candle is 36. 26 ticks. Sorry, can't type here. And here's the entry right here. Now we have a further move to the downside, but we have no signal, so there's nothing tradable here. Now, this is a deep retracement, but at the close here, the right line trend line just turned yellow. So we just missed a great signal on another enormous move to the downside. But on the close of this candle, the trend line went from red to yellow, and we don't trade on yellow. So even though we had a great, there's a power entry hidden here. It's a beautiful retracement back up to the 15. We get order flow asymmetry and a power entry for a potential very powerful and successful short. But because it's not in our playbook to trade on that yellow trend line and it just turned yellow, we missed this long. We missed this short. And I'm not going to book it if it's not in our playbook. So we're going to let that trade pass. Another successful short off a power entry, off the right line 15. We don't take, because the right line 15 is yellow. Here's another power entry. This one we do take. It's with order flow, and it is with momentum. Right line trend line is red. Entry is one tick below. The close is 81. We'd be in at 80. The low of the move was 74. Just made our first target. 6 ticks. It was a little bit of a squeaker. And it's really because we're trading into a low pivot, which at the time that the trade was taken was unbroken. But we had room, and we made it. Now we have a move to the upside. We have a nice retracement. We get a triple momentum signal right here, along with a 3-line call. Green, 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 order flow momentum stochastic. We're in here. High is closes 07, we'd be in at 08, and the top of the candle is, the high of the move is 28, so it's 20 ticks. Now we're coming into 1300 hours. And we're getting a lot of sideways chop here. So I'm going to stop right here. With all this profit, no one's going to continue to trade, and let's just add up the day. Now I took the most conservative signals I could. I let a few nice runners go by because they didn't meet exactly our trading criteria. Like this trade, would not book that as a win. And let's see what our profit is. We've got our first is a 37 tick winner. Then we had our first and only loss of 10 ticks. Potential aggressive trade, we let go by. 13 ticks on the next trade. 16 on the next trade. 33 on the next trade. 26 on the next trade. Nice winner we didn't take because it was on a yellow right line trend line, and then we booked a real small profit of 6 ticks. Total for the day 121 ticks. I didn't count how many winners we had with mixed in with one loss. Provided us with 121 ticks based on very conservative signals, and also ignoring this potential winner, which was good for about 25 ticks, did not count it, and this winner, which I think is over here, right here, where the right line trend line turned red just by a hair for another 25 ticks. If we would have added those in, we would add another 50 ticks, and would have put us at close to 175 ticks of profit. We're not going to count them because they weren't in our conservative right line trading rule book. We're just going to take our conservative entries, and the conservative entries booked us about 125 ticks of profit. Thank you, and I hope everybody has a really nice day, and I hope you see how powerful the system calls are here, and how much trading profit is the software gives you for potential profit each day. Thank you.